first thought about the template hammer was, this is going to kill creativity. I worried that it would be the cause of less experimentation and more duplication. But as I've given it more thought, I've realised it's not quite as simple as that. To understand better, we'll split Arc builders up into 4 different groups. First group being box builders. You know the ones, they don't really care what the base looks like as long as they have a roof over their head. Well, they already have 0 creativity, so there's no chance of losing anything there. They just want the quickest way to build, which means perhaps they'll opt to use a template, which would be a huge win for everyone else on the server who has to look at the base. Second group is tutorial followers. They like nice looking bases, but they don't feel confident in their own design skills. Since they're not the ones doing the designing, again, no creativity is lost if they choose to use a template. They're just going to save a bunch of time for themselves, which is great for them, not so great for the tutorial makers though, but we'll come back to that point in a minute. The third group is designers. This group won't lose any of their creative spark because they have no interest in using the template hammer to copy others' builds. Instead, they'll use it as a tool to replicate complex building processes. This is by far the most exciting thing about the hammer. It takes all the repetition out of builds, shifting the entire focus onto creativity. And the final group is content creators. They're like designers, but they share their designs with others in the form of tutorials. And this is where my concern comes in, because their job is potentially being eliminated. But after a poll on my channel, it seems like the vast majority don't follow tutorials for the result. They do it to learn something along the way. In addition, I've had the privilege of working with the developer of Wikily.gg, the leading source of building templates, to ensure that content creators benefit as much as possible through this platform. So all in all, I don't think we've got much to worry about. In fact, I think there's a lot to look forward to in the near future thanks to the template hammer.